This harness is now available for the Elantra AVF57. It takes the complexity out of doing a remote start at your dealership. For those that are currently doing remote start installs, it will save you a ton of time. Ensure that the kit contains all the parts listed before beginning the installation. Ensure that all the necessary information, tools, and measuring equipment are available before beginning the installation. Open the driver door. Using a trim removal tool, pry apart the left side panel of the dashboard. Using a Phillips screwdriver, remove the upper screw and lower screw of the side of the dash panel. Disassembly of the lower panel. Remove the screw as shown here using a Phillips screwdriver. Remove the panel cover of the fuse box. Using a trim removal tool, pry off the lower panel of the dashboard. Using a trim removal tool, push in the locking tabs located on each side to release and remove the OBD2 connector. Using the 10mm socket with a 1/4-inch drive ratchet extension, remove the 5 bolts as shown. Disassembling the steering column cover, turn the steering wheel a 1/4 turn to the left. Remove the screws located at the left side behind the steering wheel. Turn the steering wheel a 1/4 turn to the right. Remove screw located at the right side behind the steering wheel. Remove the screw located under the steering column cover. Once the screws are removed, gently separate the top half from the bottom half. Remove the bottom half of the steering column shroud. Disconnect the harness located at the rear of the vehicle's ignition switch. Connect the main ignition T-harness between the vehicle's ignition harness and the ignition switch itself. Secure the T-harness with a tie wrap. You can connect the interface T-harness to the main ignition switch T-harness. Plug the vehicle's OBD2 connection to T-harness. Disconnect the immobilizer connector located at the right of the steering column. Connect the immobilizer connector of the T-harness between the vehicle's immobilizer harness and the immobilizer connector itself. Make sure to secure the harness so it cannot interfere with the steering column. Connect the parking light wire loose black-yellow wire to the T-harness to the pink wire of pin 2 of the parking light, white 14-pin M02-L multifunction switch connector, located at the bottom of the headlight switch. The beacon high wire is located in the white 24-pin connector, pin 13, on the back side of the fuse box, IPG. The beacon low wire is located in the white 24-pin connector, pin 1, on the back side of the fuse box. Connect the loose orange-green wire from the T-harness to the green B-can high wire, pin 13. Connect the loose orange-brown wire to the T-harness to the orange B-can low wire in pin 1. The RF module antenna must be installed inside the vehicle in the center of the windshield. Peel the tape on the RF module's antenna and position the antenna on the windshield inside the vehicle, at least 9 centimeters, 3 inches below the roof liner with its pole pointing down. It is recommended to install the antenna so that it is hidden from the driver's view by the rear view mirror. Run the antenna cable between the roof and the roof liner, behind the left A pillar, trim and run down under the driver's dashboard. Connect the antenna to the RF module, smaller black box, with the 2 supplied harness. The installation is now completed. You can start the module programming. Connect the 12-pin red connector and 14-pin blue harness to the module. Then connect the 4-pin white to white harness. Wait until the LED turns on solid red. Turn the ignition key on. The LED will flash green. When connecting JDS, make sure it is powered on and the vehicle ignition is on. Choose Immobilizer. ID registration. Learned keys. Enter 6-digit PIN code. Then follow procedure. When you're done reprogramming physical keys, you have to program the module as an extra key. When the GDS is ready to program the extra key, press and release the IPB, integrated programming button. Wait until the LED turns on solid green and turn off. JDS will confirm the module is programmed as a key. You can now exit the JDS programming. Module programming is completed. Press and hold programming button on the RF module to enter pairing mode. The LED will flash red. While holding the programming button, press the log button on the remote to pair the RF module. The LED on the RF module will stay on solid for 2 seconds. When the programming is finished, release the programming button on the RF module. For testing and closing up, please refer to the installation guide. For additional questions, call tech support at 1-800-361-7271.